Okay, the market is doing some interesting things, absolutely super duper interesting things, which are amazing, really, to be honest. Everything that I have said, everything I've stated, all the factors that we've been talking about all this time have come exactly to the levels that I have been talking about. I mean, I don't know what more I can say, really, to be honest. I don't know what you want from me. I'm giving you everything for cheapest chips prices, and you guys are just sitting there, just not listening to anything I'm saying. Okay, one second. Let's just get this sorted out as well, so we can get everyone on the X to start seeing what's going on. It's gonna be a full like proper stream today. I'm gonna go through a lot of stuff. ETH Alvarez, you got to love it. Yep. I mean, I gave you all the levels. Not only did I'm gonna come to ETH because I got them all here. I don't touch anything. Like I give you the levels. I don't touch anything, and we all go and see what's happening. Right? We all then go and see what is happening. All right, let's get this going. All right, cool. All right, let's get this out. 1 second. All right. It looks like, hopefully, we are online and everything else. Can everyone see anything on this live? Everything looking good. Whoa. I'm hearing myself. Okay, that looks good. We're on, which is looking all fantastic. We can see here everyone on X hearing me perfectly fine. Everyone else is hearing me fine. If so, I'm gonna need you guys to like show some love somehow. I don't know. We'll see on that kind of stuff. All right. Okay. Cool. Now, what I was saying with everyone and what everyone needs to really understand is that the market is in a bit of an interesting place. But why is my screen not showing this? What? Why can't you? Retry the X. Retry the X. It should be working. What is going on? 1 second. Why does this thing just not work? Can someone explain this to me? Why all great mighty why can't you? X is working. It is. It's just the screen. It's not showing me the. Shall we retry that? Shall we retry that? Let's retry it. There we go. We're back. All right, you guys can see everything. I hope, right? I hope everyone can see anything. Everything should be looking good. It works. Now, all I need to make sure is all the other ones work. If anyone is on the tube, can someone write something there to tell me that, of course, they absolutely adore everything that is going on at this present moment. And they're like, you know what? What's important in my life is that I have Alvarez back in the stream. Okay, let's just see. I haven't seen Jam yet, Alvarez. Well, let's see. I'm assuming... Unless I'm mistaken, I'm assuming he's going to be deleting his live. No, is he going to delete his live? I don't know if he's going to delete his live. I feel like he should be deleting his live. What's everyone else saying about this? Yay, he's back. Oh yeah, he was fine and dandy. Everything on that side looks pretty good. Are we getting any of the other chat here though? There's a glitch. Yeah, I know. We've messaged CoinGecko. CoinGecko is the reason why there's some weird glitch that is happening, and I can't for the life of me understand why is this not working. That's my real question. Let's try this again. All right, let's try this again. All right, is this working now? Is it picking it up? Let's see if this picks up. All right, did that pick it up? I'm gonna need to somehow refine this chat system that we're in. Yep, Kick is working. Yeah, Kick is working now. Now all I need, please, mister, Please, please, mister, please work. Is it working? Please, mister. What's this? There's something like with it, find any. What? Why is that not working? Let's try this one. Let's try this. All right, let's try this again. I need to get the tube on for some reason. I don't know why it's not working. All right. Okay. Is it working? Why isn't the tube working? Sorry guys, I love this type of chat, but I don't know, the tube is not working for some reason. The chat on the tube. I wonder. I got an idea. 1 second. Is it because of this? Is that why it's not working? Is it working now? Do you think we'll have a little Zelda user event at the rate cuts? I am assuming that is awesome to see you, Big Al. Thank you so much. It's been a bit of a crazy time. I hope you'll get connected together. Can you see this? Yeah, I'm just trying to see why they're not popping up. Why are you? It worked perfectly last time. Why are you being difficult? Someone explain this to me. Why is this not working? Okay, I'm gonna try this again. All right, let's try this one more time. All right. Why is this not working? Help us build a feed tray. Okay. Oh, I got an idea. Why am I not? Are you joking? Do I need to do this again? Oh, I don't know. 1 second. I think I know what's going on. Alright, your account disappeared from TikTok. Do I have to add you again now? I mean, if you see me now, I don't think so. It disappeared because there was some scammer that you know, they do what they do, man. Unfortunately, these scammers are very it's not about an IT thing. It's just, it's so temperamental, this thing. X works. Kick works. You guys can go to Kick if you want to. If you guys want to know what the Kick is. Hello, Riz. Glad to see you before the weekend. Hello. How long do you think this final alt season will last? I'm going to get to that. You got to like this. You got to like the answer of that. If I can just get... Why is this not working? Can someone just tell me why are you crazy, my friend? Why are you being crazy? How'd you get unbanned, by the way? I don't know who you are, so I'm not going to be replying to that. There's a lot of fake people. I apologize, man. Hi, why is the Coinbase price for... It's wrong because of CoinGecko. It's wrong because of CoinGecko. That's the only reason why. The CoinGecko is going through some bit of a problem at the moment, and it's not just our token. I talked to a few other people. They're going through the same crap. So yeah. Okay, does this work? All of this should be working. I don't know why it's not working right now. But why is there two of these? That's the real question. Let's try this again. Let's try this. I think I need to... Yeah, I think it's the thing. I need to re-sign in again. Oh my god, that's a pain in the... All right, okay, guys on the tube, you guys pass over to the I'm all good. I'm in the program. Just glad to see you back. Yeah. It's... I have an agency, that's why. I don't know why it's not picking it up. It apparently I need to sign in every single time to do that, which is annoying. So the guys on the tube, I apologize. You guys need to go over to X and go from there. All right, okay, cool. Or should I just try and do it? Because the stream on the X is better. Sorry guys, this is gonna be annoying. 1 second. Let me just. Why is there two of these? This is the real question. I'm gonna remove this. Okay. Okay, it should work. Please tell me it works. People on the tube, just write something. I feel like this is gonna work now. I don't know why. Let's see if this works. I think I figured something out. And no, it doesn't work. You know these lives that I do. I know it's like really riveting stuff. I know that it's like I know that you guys have to really get to this incredible moment where you finally understand that the height of entertainment comes from me trying to figure out why the chat ain't working. All right. Can I? 1 second. I got an idea. Will this work? Oh my god! If this works, which I'm almost certain it's not going to. All right. Just so we can be clear about this. So, this is. All right. You know what? I got an idea. I got one last idea. Let's see if this works. All right. No. Let's see what this is. One second. Why are you not? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Are we there? Is this working? No. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, it works. All right, no problem. Figured it out. I'm the master of technology, so you guys can understand. Shut up. All right, you guys need to be quiet. All right, this type of entertainment doesn't come cheap. I may have lost a few people watching, but hey. Now how do I move this to the left? Technology. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. We're good. All right. Cool. Nope. What happened? All right. Let's start. Now, with Bitcoin, and I'm going to talk a few things and a few factors that you guys all need to understand. And for those who are rewatching this, that was 5 minutes of absolute gold, like absolute gold. It was planned down to a T. Obviously, I knew exactly what I was talking about, but all I wanted to say was... Anyway, right, look, so Bitcoin has done pretty much all the things that I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the new Kick platform is amazing. All the things that everyone on Kick, please subscribe. It really helps. If I get to 35, it pushes my live on there as well. Now, Bitcoin is doing pretty much everything that we looked at. I assumed most probably that it could potentially go down here, but the moment that it broke the 112 market level, I said that we are gone. We're on for party time. Now, right now, Bitcoin is pumping in a right direction, but coming into a very, very key point. I would like everyone to really understand. It's now coming to an area to understand where this tops out. Whether we create a higher low, which means that there will be further downside, or whether we actually go through and break the key levels and produce a higher high, and we are going into a really key, interesting area. The number that we need to break through is 117,240. That area needs to break. I've drawn this here. We could see that as a potential rejection point, and that could, as we're going into the weekend, push it over to where we would describe as where the rate cuts are going to be happening. Rate cuts now, the markets are fully baking in a rate cut. If we look at Fed Watch, I've shown it in my videos as well, which none of you guys watch, because why watch my videos when you can come to my live and then ask me the same questions that's on my videos. When we go to these things, it is almost a certainty that there's going to be a rate cut. In fact, there's looking to do far greater cuts as it comes. But I will say this, and I'll heed this warning to all of you guys. The market is pricing in 3 rate cuts by the end of the year. 3. We don't have much time left, guys, right? We don't have much time left for these cuts. And all I'm worried about is that inflation is creeping up, unemployment is creeping up, and all these rate cuts are not going to be a instantaneous change. I want everyone to really grasp what I'm saying. Rate cuts take time. But there are some key factors and indicators that show that the market is desperate for a rate cut. And once it happens, there's going to be some really, really interesting things. I will bring those things in for you guys so you can understand what is happening. Now, we also look at some of the key factors here. The liquidation levels that we have, we cleared previously when I talked about it. We cleared the 116,000 level area around that, 116 something on that level where it's cleared it, and now we're settling here. Best case scenario is that it settles here and holds for a while. Then it can go and potentially grab this upside liquidity where all the maximum upside liquidity, funnily enough, sits around the 117,000 level. This is why I say heed my warning, because that level there is where all the majority of the liquidity is, but also there are beautiful juicy liquidities down here as well, right? There are some nice things that it could grab as well, but the majority at this present moment is sitting right in the key zone of where we're looking at. So be careful with that. Don't get caught up in the hype. I want everyone to really understand, be vigilant right now, because we're coming into some unbelievably choppy times. The further Bitcoin goes up, the further this thing goes up, the more choppy it's going to get, and the more you could potentially get caught in certain areas. But I'm going to get through to that in a second. Now, if we look at this, what my key area of worry is that around this 62.87 level on the RSI is a bit of a resistance point as well. So this thing can pop up around that point. It also comes in perfectly in line with the oscillator, which also comes in line with certain areas. Oh my God, honestly, you just stop. Just stop with the requesting for a code. You know that's not going to happen. Jesus. But you also could come in line with either the 117 or potentially come and take out half the wick of this inefficiency wick, which is around the 118,000 level. Remember, I work with those inefficiency wicks. It's really, really important to you to understand what's going on and see what's happening. Can I get some likes, some love, and some all that kind of stuff? I know you guys are all listening, but I need something so I can get more people in here. So if you guys can press the like, that would be very much appreciated. If you guys can comment on the channels on all the other side, that will also be appreciated. Press the bell and all that kind of stuff. I'm giving all this information for absolute free. And I have been so right on every single thing that I've said. It's crazy, right? There are levels that I've hit absolutely perfectly. So please, that's all I want from you. I don't want anything else, but to make sure that's the case. Now, we are looking into another factor here. If we look on the weekly, right? The weekly is producing this hell of a wick here, and this 117,000 level, right, is sitting is sitting there waiting to drop the hammer on people. We'll see if that happens, but what I will say is that when you start getting wicks of this level, you usually see, say if this is the level, you usually see a retracement back to the 50% level, which is the 114, which funnily enough, if you were going to be how can I say, if you were going to say that the markets were being somewhat moved in a particular manner, also comes almost perfectly into the area of liquidity that's on the downside, right? I want you guys to understand, and it seems like this is not what's this? It seems like all right. Oh my God, scammers. It comes down into this area here. So be careful. Remember, do not get caught up in the hype. Have your head and shoulders without dandruff on you. All right. This is what's really important to have. Struggling with multitasking better on YouTube or TT. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I mean, I'm currently now on 3 different platforms. 4 actually: the Tube, the X, the Kikinzi, and the TikTokinzi, TikTok. That's the thing, right? So that's where we are, and that's what's happening on this free alpha. It's not free alpha. All I want is if you guys to comment and like and all that kind of stuff on everything. The alt season will end after the 3rd rate cut. I'm going to get there. That part of this video is extremely important. And I know you guys want to get to the end point straight away, but if you don't understand how I'm getting there, you will not get if there is a deviation on some of the things I'm talking about. right? You will miss it and then go, oh, but you said this, when in fact I've said all these other things that you need to listen to. You need to listen to everything I'm saying and understand what's going, because I am hitting the levels perfectly, constantly, all the time, right? I mean, I'm wrong sometimes, I'm not 100%, but you know, I'm just telling you guys, I have to say it this way so you guys listen, because you don't listen sometimes. This is the thing, important factor of this. So this is where we are. That's what's going on with Bitcoin at this present moment. If we also look at some other key factors, I said in my last stream, if you guys watched it, it's all recorded. Go check out the tube, go check out Kick, check out all those things, and subscribe. That means a lot. If not, just don't do it. I don't know. You guys aren't going to do it anyway, whatever. I'm just saying it to the air. But I said that it looks like there's looking like there's an uptick, and that uptick hit almost perfectly at the point of where I was seeing it, which is a good sign. And an increasing volume is good. Now, this is what I want to say. All right, I want to say this really, really important. This is super duper important, because I don't know if you guys remember, but when I said, I told you here, I literally told you, I said, look, when this normally prints on the third bar, when it hits the bottom level, when it is bottoming out, we are going to see a pump. Most probably we will see a pump, right? Or some sort of action in one way or another in a larger fashion. And it's exactly to the point happened. You guys can get this. It's here. It's very easy. I've dropped this. I've told you guys what it is. I've told you what the indicator of this is. This works really well when you have other areas of confluences. And I can't stand people that say they don't work with confluences. It does my head in, right? Now, let's get to the interesting part. In fact, I'll leave this SPX to the last. The last thing I'm going to say, right, is that this here is how I'm going to end this stream. And it is by far the most important thing I need you guys to understand, because everything bases itself off in the industry that we are in from the S&P 500, everything, right? Now, let's look at gold. Gold is... Oh man, gold is doing some silly things, and I have a target. I have a target up here, right? My gold target up here is I'll type it because I like to type these things. It's really, really important. I will call this my I can't write that, but I'm gonna call you the F money area. F money area is the 7,000. Some guy told me he was far more intelligent than I am, that he said that's the level he's looking for gold. So if it goes there, possibly the lucky nothing's happened with Fat Cat Man. It's just the what's it called? CoinGecko is saying that there's nothing there, man. Jesus Christ, honestly. If it goes there, it's going to be absolute insanity. Someone far cleverer than me told me that that's the case, and that's where I'm going. It's saying if it goes there, this purchase here where it was done literally because I had to put some money somewhere was possibly the best purchase I've ever done. And sometimes this is the thing, right? Sometimes this is the thing that I want everyone to understand. Yeah, it's not go and look at the token, man. Stop writing that here is not going to help you. What's the point of writing that here? It's just you're creating crap for no reason, honestly. Anyway, whatever. It's just sometimes people don't think when they write these things. It's hilarious. Anyway, that's the thing. Now, so the situation also, now if we look at USDT dominance, right? And this is the thing. I know you're trying to see but you can actually go and see the token itself. You see it there, right? You don't see a difference in the value. It's just the percentage that it's shown. It's stupid. Now, when you look at USDT dominance, right now we are coming into a very, very important level. Super important, and I want everyone to understand this. And my worry with the USDT dominance is this wick here, right? That's my worry that I have. And the problem is, right? The problem is that this zone right here hit almost at the exact 50% level of the mid-wick territory. If USDT dominance can break through this, then it's go time. If it breaks through this 3.8, then it's really go time. But these two levels have to break. They have to break. And I'm worried. I'm worried that we're pumping into this rate cut somewhat prematurely. And that's what worries me the most, right? Because these type of things that are happening, right? These type of things that are happening, and the rate cuts are happening in 5 days' time. 5 days' time, right? Can sometimes trigger a pullback, a sell the news type of event. This is the thing I want everyone to really, really understand. This sell the news event that can happen is because, unfortunately, what people don't understand in this industry and get caught up in is in the hype. Things are green. Everyone's like, oh my God. You know, Solana's going crazy. ETH is going, oh, it's incredible. We're there. But don't forget that the market is still not great. There are things that are amazing. We are on the verge of being able to capture some of that liquidity I've been talking about for months. This is the thing that really annoys me. Everyone was getting, oh, we're cooked. This is over. And I said it 1,000 times. I said there is a lot of liquidity in the market. What the stable coins are doing, all of the factors that are rolling around at this present moment are all pointing towards there being the alt season that we all want, the movement that we all want. But there is still a bit of a dark cloud that needs to be cleared. For that to happen, we need massive levels of liquidity, right? And that is the thing that we need to you need to stay very, very clear about. It doesn't mean that we're going to be doing like it's all over and I'm being bearish. I'm just saying be cautious. We're getting to cautious territory right now, because I want you to understand, once this liquidity is cleared up here, it's left to people that are going to buy spot and support this. Because what will happen is that when it clears this level here, you're going to get a enormous level of late longs. Enormous level, right? Crazy people doing leverage things, and the market is going to go and try and capture that liquidity. Be careful to understand what's going on. There is never, ever a it's too late scenario in all of this. There is always another opportunity and always another thing to happen, but make sure that you get it and understand what's going on and watch the markets for what it is. I'm going to tell you that I still believe that very, very short term, up until the rate cut, there is still a possibility of this thing rejecting after it grabs liquidity. Right, it could grab it, as I said, around the 118 level, especially if it passes through there. There is that mid wick. There's a wick there that I don't particularly like. This is the thing I want. I'm just heeding warning. I believe, and I want everyone to understand, that this thing is going to go parabolic, and I'm going to explain to you why and how long I think the parabolic thing is going to happen, and why you all should not worry. Right? You all should not worry. Now, let's get to the another one. USDT dominance. Bitcoin dominance, right? Again, I want everyone to understand, it's great. We're breaking down. Things are going well. Levels, I've stated it many times before. It's here. Just copy these graphs. They're there for your sake, so you can look at it when I'm doing other stuff. And the stuff I'm doing is insane. When I reveal it, you're going to go, damn. I need everyone who's on this live or who watches my videos to be vigilant when I drop what I'm going to say. When it happens, you're going to lose your mind. Now, the factor with here is that, look, there are two things that I also see on this. This wick here, I don't particularly like, right? I don't like this wick. That wick annoys me, right? And that wick, if the day candle closes above this level, then there is a higher chance that we're going to potentially test these higher levels again. So there could be a level of a pullback. I'm just saying if it gets there. Secondly, if it holds below this and then comes down to here, I love you long time, big L. Thank you so much. If it comes, by the way, I'm not getting any, like, can I get some likes and stuff like that? I'm looking at the tube and no one has put any likes on this video. It saddens me that you guys are just like, you know what? I ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. All I care about is nothing, all right? Just anyway, whatever. You know, some roses and stuff would be nice as well, but no problem, man. It's all right, cool, right? So cool, man. You can just come back here and like throw insults when things turn red, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, bruh, you said it was gonna pump." Right? So look, that's the thing. It needs to close up below this 57.96 around that area, and more importantly, for us to really go right, we need to get below this 57.7 ish. Once it gets through there, it's gonna be massive ramping up, and then you just have to hold on. That breaking that is hold on level. You're just gonna be like, all right, hold on. Things are gonna go crazy. We'll see. What I believe, what could happen, is that we're getting into a very interesting point here. Because technically, if you look at this, I mean, that's a bit long. That's what she said. Anyway, I promise you, I don't do this on purpose. If you look, Jesus, oh my God. Anyway, if we look at this, we are technically doing a bear flag, and in the version of Bitcoin dominance, a bear flag is a good thing, and we look like we've technically broken it, right? But that doesn't mean this can't come back into range again. As I said, this is a very delicate area where Bitcoin dominance is, and that will show what? I ain't showing this, guys. It's not that type of stream, man. All I show is like graphs and data and stuff. And if you look on the screen, I've made the very Sherlock Holmes, right? That it's not easy to understand on the screen where you could see what I'm showing. It's very difficult to understand. You really have to concentrate and put all your energy into it to see where my screen is, and then and when you see it, you'll understand what I'm showing, right? Okay, cool. So that's that situation. So we have to be careful here. It's looking good at this present moment. It's looking very good, right? It's looking like, and I'm going to show you some stuff later on with respect to this, which is going to blow your mind. Now, again, I said it. I said that the moment when it breaks this area, it's most probably going to pump and tap the upper and test the upper. Look, I have it. It's there. All right. It's there. Right. And it tapped the 1.14 perfectly. It's like someone is watching my lives when no one else watches my lives, apparently, or watches my videos, because they're like, what's the point? What's the point of that? What's the point of it? What's the point of that, right? Is that it's tapped it perfectly and it's holding that. Now, what I expect this to happen is it to best case is that it just settles around here, or it could come back and retest this bottom 105 level as well. We're in that zone now. The moment I'm telling you this, right, this is another thing. Draw these graphs on you have it. It's here. Don't be lazy. Just draw them. It's easy. Stop it. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, it shows minus 30. It's not minus 30. It's just CoinGecko is having a bit of an issue. Now, what I will say to everyone is that the moment this thing breaks the 1.14 trillion level, like it properly breaks and potentially retests, this thing is going to go crazy. I will say we could see a fake out where it comes out, possibly goes there and then dips back down. That's a real possibility. But I'm telling you, it's going to go crazy. Because what's that? Why are you doing that? All right, because if we look at this cup and handle formation and you measure it from the base to the top of the run, that is usually the amount of run you're getting. And I'd estimate you're doubling the market of where it is. That is nuts. What are we talking about specifically? See, if you want to know what we're talking about specifically and actually really grasp what I am looking at, that will explain exactly what we're talking about specifically. On the screen, there is something that if you find it will make you happy, right? Because if you want to see what I am looking at, it's there. I changed it because people didn't understand the other one. Now they don't understand the one where it tells them what it is, right? So that's that situation. We have to watch that absolutely carefully. Now, We look at the total market cap, and it's looking like we're coming into a bit of resistance, but I think that is only really because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is getting into those key areas. We'll see that once it really tops out, once Bitcoin really tops out, and we see these upper levels, we'll see. Maybe we'll come up the hill, maybe we'll drop below that and produce a lower high. Where this settles is going to be unbelievably key. Right? That's that situation where we're going now. If we look at ETH, oh man, I mean, remember when I said, I don't know if you guys, if you can go back and watch the video, I was like, if I was a betting man. Remember that? Do you guys remember that, where I was like, if I was a betting man, I would be like, I would most probably go in at this point. Remember when I said that? In fact, I said it in the same way. I was like, like it's at that area where the risk profile is a bit higher, but me normally I would have gone here. That's what I said, and that's exactly what happened, right? We're looking at also total 3 against Bitcoin. It's looking good. It's looking very good, right? We got another key level that we need to understand. I mean, we're at real resistance at the moment, so we could potentially maybe get down and retest the 9.53%. But I would say more importantly, the 9.78 is far more important. Level by level, guys. Level by level. This level here also matches almost perfectly with the total 3 as well. We're in that interesting range now. Anything above this, an RS flip of this area will be massive. It will go crazy if it goes there. That's why my worries are. When you're coming into these areas where things are going to go crazy up after, where we're seeing a full-blown pump without that retrace, we'll see. We'll see what happens from that moment. We have, oh man. I mean, look, I don't want to be the person that says, damn, but damn, look how perfectly that hit. I mean, it is incredible how perfectly that hit. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. All right. Okay, that's that situation right now, right? Oh, damn. Double damn. Wow. Anyway, look, so if you go to Ethereum's doing also some beautiful level, come back exactly into the midweek strategy that I keep talking about. This is the thing that never really proves me wrong, man. It's something that really I use it a lot, and it has a really good win rate for my understanding. When you see these inefficiency wicks, it usually comes and takes those out. It's happened several times before. I've drawn it several times. This is looking really good, right? Ethereum is looking really good. I still think Ethereum has a dirty amount of growth in it. And I think this dirty amount of growth is going to be, I'm going to explain it perfectly when we get here. I'm going to give you some data that banks get, right? Because, when I like to give free stuff, actually like to give real information, and all I want in return is likes and follows and subscribes. People that could subscribe the tube, that would be amazing. Or you guys go, that's nice, just give me the free information, just I'll do what I want, right? And anyone here who also wants to follow I'm going to be giving a lot more information. I'm going to be getting more key information in my videos from now on as well. As I've said, remember my video about the gold? I said it. Cool. Now, if you go to Solana's gone nuts, right? It's gone nuts. My target was 252 before we get a real turnaround. But look, if you look really carefully, you see how perfectly these things have come back, retested that level, gone up, and then retested the next level, and then exploded from there. Lamar, you must be extremely happy. I hope you held on and you listened to what I said. But things are good and going well in that direction. Will ETH go down if Bitcoin goes down? Not necessarily, no. Not necessarily, no. What this does right? Where this tops out, if it tops out here, then I would say that we would be getting a alt season sooner than later, right? If this rejects from these zones, comes back down and possibly tests these levels, maybe the 113, and produces that at the next higher low, then we have time. Then we have real time, right? That's the situation of where we're going in that direction. Now, what's really important, and this is the thing that I want everyone to really, really understand. Oh, thank you so much for the rose. At least someone gave me one rose. Just one rose. I'm worth one rose for giving the alpha of ages. Just one, like, or two. I got two. That's nice. It's very kind. Some might call it a rose battle, but you know, I won't call it that. But it's up to you. I mean, you don't have to give me anything. It's no problem. It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm not salty. Ah, you're too kind. Where is this coming from? What is happening right now? Wasn't that so? I mean, it's so unexpected. It's so unexpected. You guys are crazy. I don't know what else to say. Wow, incredible. Now, let's. Oh, Gus! Wow, you didn't even send me one. I'll write it down. Jesus. Yeah, man. For Westo, how you doing, my man? All right, look. Now let's get into the really interesting thing, right? Let's get into the really, really interesting thing. Thank you so much, Goose. I appreciate it. Hey, look, I tried to give unbelievable alpha, make you guys laugh, do a show, and then leave. And then you guys are like, cool. Should I give him a like? No. Cool. I think that's good. That's how I show my appreciation. Make him pay. Make him work for it. Dance. Okay, I'm done. Now, look, let's go back to the main show now. Thank you so much, man, Pat's World. By the way, you guys should all follow him. Did you know that guy makes some really good pizza? You should have to follow him, man. He's a legend, man. I'm telling you. He's definitely worth a follow. Way to go. Right. Now, thank you so much. Man. Too much. I'm messing around. I don't need it. All right. I just need the likes and watching my videos all the way through and share and stuff like that. There's some weird thing going on with the algorithm and it's not sharing my thing because this scammer has been after me all the time. So it's put me into this blacklist thing. It's really annoying. It did not drop. God, I need to talk to CoinGecko. CoinGecko has a bug. That's why it's showing it that if you go to the chart, nothing's changed. It looks exactly the same. I had to leave some love. I know, I appreciate it, but it's very kind of you. You didn't need to. Now, what can I say now? This is what's really important, and this is the thing to understand about everything. I keep saying it, right? I keep saying all of this stuff. And everything else on that level. Okay, sheesh. Yeah, I know, but the reason why Lambo Bro TV, I apologize. It's like you're like the 20th person, the 20th person that have asked me. I know that. I appreciate it. I'm messing around. Don't take it. I'm sarcastic. Don't take it personally. Believe me, it's not cool. There's no harm or toxicity in this life. It's all love, man. As it's always been the way. Now, you guys have no idea what's coming to. I want to tell you, it's so close. It's so close. It's so close. Why do you think I've been away, right? I've been away because I'm trying to do something that will blow your mind. Alright? It's gonna blow your mind. Anyway, okay, cool. Alright, that's the situation. I'm done. Alright? It's done. Now, where are we right now with this, right? The SPX. SPX is what's really, really, really important to understand, right? What's your price target? I'm not going to give you a price target. I can't. I'm not allowed to, right? Because I'm the one representing the project. If you look at the SPX is going to be your barometer of what every market you can think of is going to happen, right? I want everyone to really, really understand this fact. What is going to happen is based off this, because this is America. This is the strength of the American future and all the biggest companies, all the things that are happening. And this pumping is giving the signs, especially if everything stays the same. Such things as the rate cuts, have 3 rate cuts, inflation holds down a bit better, and things like that. There are some key things that you guys need to understand. And do you like the fact, right? Do you like the fact? Do you like my alpha where I was like, bank told me this is the number that they're looking at? If this thing, I just want to say something to you, right? If this thing rejects off the 6,800, if it rejects off that level, I'm gonna need you guys to do something, and then it's gonna make me think, how did this bank guy know that? How did that guy know this? But I will say this, right? I'll say this. Most people are thinking that the SPX is pumped and gone crazy. It's we're in a bubble, we're gonna break, and this and the other. Now we're getting into some interesting key things that we need to understand. Right now, we are in a very, very, very important time. We have a inverted yield curve, and it's coming to a key point, a super duper key point. And if you want to know what an inverted yield curve is, that interest rates, so like rates right now on bonds, are lower than what they are in the future, right? So the 10 years higher than the current one, which is not good. That usually indicates a recession, and recession is not what we want, right? That is not what we want. That is not what we want the environment to be. But the problem is that the market is somewhat pointing in that direction, right? There are issues in the market, especially with data and the various other aspects. What's going on right now, we're not in a great state. But rate cuts have the potential to turn this around. When the yield curve starts to actually turn positive, we'll start going in the right direction. That means that there's potential for growth. If we also look at this, right? If we also look at the amount of liquidity that's going to increase due to rate cuts, the need for the rate cut, how important it is to get a rate cut to increase liquidity, to increase the ability of cheap liquidity and cheap financing that companies need, is unbelievable. I've shown you the graph where the interest of loans is higher than the amount that they're taking. That means that there is a factor in the middle, which are rates, that are causing issues for that to happen. And when that happens, it means that companies won't grow. But with a rate cut, these will start to gain traction. Now, the thing you need to understand is that a rate cut is not like a magic thing. It can be magic for the markets, but in the long term, right, it takes time for its effects to happen. So this is what's really important. This shows that a rate cut is very, very, very important and is extremely needed. Now, a few more things I want to explain to you guys as well, and this is what's really, really important to understand. I'm going to show you 3 graphs, and so you guys can really, really get it. Remember when I showed you guys the Zedek breadth thrust, and I said it's never been wrong before. When it indicates, it shows that there is going to be an expansion in the S&P 500. I showed you guys it. You guys should have played off it. I was away. I didn't have time to give you more of these lives, and I've told you them before. What's really, really important about this, right, is that where we are in the market, right, in relation to this, and more importantly, this, is that throughout history, a rally of this level, with this many amounts of time that's moved forward, with these levels and key factors hit in an environment where we have been in the most restrictive monetary policy and liquidity, has never not put in another 30% move in the market. especially in the S&P 500. It has never happened. And if you look at this, if we look at what a 30% move from where we are right now, I mean, I would say from here, 30% move, right? We're looking at insane numbers. We're looking at the 8,000 levels, right? So what does that mean? What is that explaining to you right now? What this means is when it comes to this situation right now. What was the chart, guys? Just came in from the video. Okay. Alphon, I need two things from you. Firstly, follow me. Secondly, if you look on the screen, it will tell you what you need to do, right? If you look at these in combination with this, right, is that if we understand where we are in the market right now, right? If we look at where we are in the market right now, what this states and what this understands, if you've followed me for a long time, fantastic. Thank you so much for following. But make sure you go here, you'll see my screen, and it's all recorded in both these areas. If you look at this in combination with what this is saying, is that we are in year 3 of this bull run. And on average, and I mean low average, a bull run, what is considered to be a bull run in traditional markets, last 8 years. So if the S&P 500 at today's point is looking to do another 30% run, and we're in the 3rd year of a bull run in the traditional market, and on top of that, your screen is not showing up on TikTok. One second, I need to calm down. 1 second. Just need to calm down a little bit. 1 second. Calm my nerves down a little bit. Just calm the nerves down, just so I can. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Just deep breaths. Just deep. Ooh, sir. Was it Le Mans? Like, deep breath in from the nose and then breathe out from the mouth. Yes, this is what you do when you're having a baby, when it's just going to be a stressful environment. Okay, cool. All right. So if we look at what this is saying, and then that we're looking at the... Jesus. Anyway, so cool. You should tell us that you'll be able to see us on other platforms. Yeah, I should. It's like I should put that on the screen. It's like it should be there somewhere. It's maybe somewhere on the screen that literally says that. I don't know. It's not easy to spot, right? It's not easy to spot. I give it. I feel like I just want to fill the screen so that it's so big that people can't miss it. Anyway, whatever. It's all cool. Where was I? Right? So what this is saying is that we're in the 3rd year of what we would call a traditional bull market. And with relation to other information here, from what we've seen further data and information that what's come out throughout historic runs, is that what is going on? What? Yeah, it's there, but chopped off. Is anything chopped off, guys? Please, can someone not see? Can someone not see? Can this not be seen? Can someone, anyone explain this to me? Can that not be seen? You can see it all. I can see it clearly. Half. Why half? What? Wait. Can you see it better now? Can you see it? Can you see it now? No, wrong way. What? like that. Can you see it? Is that better? You can see it now. What? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? How does some half of you see it and half of you not see it? Now I get it. Now I get it. Oh, okay. Some of you guys have weird phones. I get it. It's cool. No problem, man. Maybe like update it or something like new iPhones out. Perfect. Now stop yelling at us. Okay, I ain't yelling at anyone. Maybe someone should have said that to me, because I see it. Half of the stream sees it. You know, Elvis Presley sees it, and he's like eating burgers on the toilet, and no one's telling me. What do you want? I'm like the Fed. iPhone 17. Let's go. I'm totally getting the orange one. Just saying, it's so cool. It's amazing. All right. Apple releases now are my favorite things, because their ability to literally go, right, we have now taken these glasses and put it here. It is incredible. No other phone manufacturer has thought about moving this to here. And it's now $100 more expensive. Forget your old phone. Take the new here to here, and your mind will be blown. Your mind will be blown. Oh my god! Oh wow! Your phone has what? God, honestly, I love it. It's amazing. Anyway, look, that's the situation. So, in understanding of what's going on, right? Is that we are technically at the real beginning of all this. So we could technically be in a scenario where we get a 2017 type of 1 year bull run. So this might not end by December. This is what I'm trying to say to you. If we get what we would describe as a pullback in this rate cut, which is a real possibility, it can happen, right? I'm optimistic it doesn't do it. I'm optimistic it doesn't do it, right? Because the market is so desperate for what this rate cut is going to do, and the expectation behind it is so desperate. Alvarez, I have something to show you. I'd rather not see it, man. I've fallen into that trap before. I don't want to see anything. I appreciate that. All right. I mean, it means a lot that you want to show me something, but I'm good. No, I'm good. All right. Dear me. Right. So that's where we are. And this is the thing. Once these things happen in this direction, once the S&P 500 is moving in that way, once we start seeing, why did Fat Cat dump this morning? It did not dump this morning. It is just CoinGecko having a bug. There isn't. If you go on the screen and on the charts, there isn't. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice at you, like the 21st person that's asked me. So that's the situation where it's not serious. It's CoinGecko having a problem. Why can't I see your screen? It's gonna rub this. It's gonna make me. I'm good, man. I'm good. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Cool. It's my blood pressure's going up. I know you're not with the question about what makes a decision of what info No. Look, I understand that. No. I'm not annoyed at all. Not at all annoyed. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm messing around. But it's just the same question over and over again. I know you just come in. It's not that these type of channels have issues, and it's happened with many other tokens as well. You're not the only one, because what all these places like Phantom and Soulflare and Jupiter and all that kind of, well, maybe not Jupiter, but like the other ones, they take it off CoinGecko for some reason. And when CoinGecko has a whoopsie, that whoopsie is what causes the problem. That's the reason why. So yeah, look, that's where we are right now. That's the situation where we're looking now. There is a looming problem in the market, which that looming problem is that we have stupid unemployment. We have stupid job creation. Inflation is ticking up. And the thing that I would want to say this, right, and what's really, really important, what will happen is useless. So many rug pulls. Yeah, but we're over a year. Yeah, whatever. What was I saying? No, just stop. Please stop. I'm begging you. Please, I'm begging. I did a good show today, right? Why are you guys making me? Why are you guys trolling me? All right, please stop. All right, whatever. So cool. What was I saying? Right. So this is where we are right now. So this looks like just put the message at the top of saying it didn't dump. How am I going to put that at the top? I'll need to do a full thing. I didn't know this question was going to be such a full-blown thing. I mean, I would have to somehow get off the stream to put that back on. But anyway, look, this is the situation where we are, right? We have this looming problem of what you're the expert. Yes, I know. I'm definitely the expert. That took me 24 minutes to get a chat running, right? We have this looming issue at the top, which is inflation. Inflation is still there. Let's not forget why the Fed is cutting right now. And it is because it wants to save and give the confidence to companies to create jobs. Because they are currently in a scenario where they can't afford to take out loans and go and create jobs in its place. Fundamentally, I think that we're coming into a season where things are they're gonna go crazy. But I just want to say this, right? And I want to say this to everyone. I would personally want this to last a bit longer. Because let's not forget, right? Everyone is pushing for this thing to be end by December. I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. Crypto King thinks we could see a 0.5% rate. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think that will happen. I don't think so. I think they will not do that. I think that what they'll do is they'll do a interim 0.25, see where it goes, and then hopefully we will get the other two rate cuts by the end of the year. Hopefully. Lol, he wants you out of the market, just hold. What? What does that mean? Jack, please, listen to what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. When you come in and you just throw some sentence in there and not listen to the rest of the full thing I've been saying, it just makes you look silly. He's saying Crypto King wants you out in the market. How? He wants a 0.5% cut. How would that get you out in the market? I don't think this guy's listening. I don't think this guy is listening. I think he has. Jack, are you listening? Are you there? Are you good? Are you feeling okay? Makes no sense. What makes no sense? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so confused right now. I don't know. I love these shows. It's amazing. It makes me go through these weird emotional roller coasters that I never think that I would go through. I'm always surprised by people just. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's my life. You know, I'm just so confused right now. I don't know what to talk about. You know what's really crazy? All right, what's really crazy is that I come across streams that have like 500 people viewing it that give not even 1% of the information that I give, and all their lives are so like, they're so calm, and I'm just going like, why am I the one? Why am I privileged with this amazing information? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll find out one day. Let's talk about veChain. Yeah, let's talk about veChain. Let's talk about veChain. Look, you guys have the website has changed for veChain. I hope you guys know that. The source has completely changed. The whole thing has completely revamped, and I'll put that into the. Actually, I'll do it here. I was about to show that to you guys now. How far does a market correct announcement? I don't know if it will correct. We need to be We need to be sure. We need to be sure. It's not the rate cut that matters. I want everyone to understand that as well. It's what he's going to say. What he's going to say afterwards. If it's like let's wait and see. I'm going to put it into the chat. The new link for veChain staking protocol. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. All right. I'm gonna put it into the chat 1 second, so you guys can see it. It's looking mighty dandy. There we go. Check that out. So they're full blown. They're full blown hold your hand throughout it, what type of things you'll get. They'll tell you exactly what's going on, how to do it, how to connect, how to do all that kind of stuff, what level of benefits that you'll be getting, and all that stuff. And it gives you a better understanding of whether you want to do it or don't want to do it. But it is a really, really cool thing, and I've done it as well. Actually, let's have a look at veChain. Let's see what veChain is up to. Let's look what veChain is up to. Just damn. Let's look what veChain is up to. See, what's the really interesting thing about veChain, and especially what they're doing with this, right? What they are not. Yes, see, look, this is the thing you guys need to understand, and I want everyone to really, really understand this. And this is the thing that people, when I say to people, look into the details of what is actually happening, right? Let me put this here now you guys can see. By the way, this is the new veChain link. It's all in the Learn by Alvarez thing. I'm going to drop it in there after. Hello? There we go. All right, you could all see it here. I'll put the link into the chat, and so we can see where we can go from there. Yeah, I'm not waiting to see. I don't know. Got some lots of veChain waiting for it to grow. Yeah, if you have lots of veChain, check out here. They have a new staking protocol that's coming, and the link is in not only in the X, but it's also in the tube as well. It shows you the whole process. People are there. You get an NFT. You get what type of rewards you're getting. They're looking to get about 9% at this present moment. And what's really interesting, and this is the thing you guys don't really understand. You're not understanding the alpha behind all of this. What does staking do to a chain? What does it do to a chain? There's 11,000 stakers at this present moment. 11,000, right? Since we started. There's only a limited amount of time where they're going to be giving the extra rewards. So if you go into it now, that gives you extra rewards to do so. But what you guys don't understand is that when staking happens, that naturally increases the TVL of that chain. And the TVL is the total locked value. What's this? Do you think that Tabit Tensor holds or converts into something else? I think it'll hold. I don't think it's going to convert into anything else, right? The total value locked in the chain increases, and that ultimately increases its value, as you see here. It's very, very interesting that the more that is locked into a chain, the higher the value this thing goes on. And they are looking to lock massive amounts and give back to you guys massive amounts in terms of rewards and everything else like this. So it's a win-win in my opinion. But again, I put the links into there. I put it into the Learn by Alvarez as well. I need you guys to have a look and search and understand it. Don't just listen to me. Go through what you're thinking of and go in that direction. If you have this and you're going to hold it and you're going to look at the longer period of time, these guys give you weekly returns. Weekly, not monthly, weekly. And by the way, so you guys can be understanding, on the 17th, right, for all you guys who are here, guess who is coming onto our live? Have a guess. I want you guys to have a guess. I mean, I've been talking about veChain, so have a guess. What possible interesting thing could be happening? No. I wish it Trump. I wish it was Trump. Just the UK head of veChain will be on our live. The UK head of veChain is going to be on our live. So when I say that these type of things are one screen with charts too, yeah, there's a yeah, there's a screen with what I'm, yeah, you can see it. You can see my screen. Do you make your public your holdings like percentages? In what sense? Well, my P&L. No, I'm not going to give that kind of stuff, man. I don't like to give that kind of stuff, and I don't like to give these type of things. Like in my, I hope from all the time you guys have been together, you kind of understand that. I'm not gonna give the exact amounts, man. There's a lot of issues that happen in this world, man. You know what I mean? I don't give those exact dealings, but just know that I have a lot. Do you think we pull back for? I've told you, right? I've told you guys what is that? I mean, I've told you one of them. I've been in this since 2017. The main holdings I have are all the way from that point, and I've been holding. If you guys want to understand what type of percentages I have, right? I've been holding Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin from that period. I don't like to say, I've never said it. I've never gone through, man. No, stop it. He's such a troll. I love it. You just need to understand all these factors, right? You need to know that I don't like to give these things because I'm a public figure. People, you know, and not everyone is as understanding and knowledgeable. People who give those type of those details, they give it when you don't know who they are, or I'm front facing, and especially when you start seeing these type of insane things that happened. Do you know what I mean? We're in that type of really strange world where people do stupid, crazy things. And I don't want to be a part of that. You know, I have a family, I have people I look after and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't like to say that, but just know that I'm doing well. That's it. What's going on with BTS? I know that means Alvarez is the richest man. Yeah, that's not the case. I'm definitely not that. Believe me, not that. I have some friends I talk to. I'm just like there are most of the times when I sit in these type of dinners, I'm just sitting there going, oh, I was doing well, man. I didn't work harder. What the hell, man? You guys are. It's like I'm worth. These guys are like spending on stuff like that type of level. What's your thought on Arbitrum? I think that it's pretty good. Yes, be safe. Yeah, this is what I mean. I just, it's not important. I don't need, look, this is the thing that I want to say, right? If what I have and me showing you that is the reason why you'd want to follow me, rather than all the things and the information and the levels and everything else I'm giving to you, then I'm not the person you want to be. You can go and check people out on Instagram and TikTok that show their Lamborghinis and their this, that, and the other. They're the people who do that. I don't need to, like, that's it. I don't do it in that way. I do it in a way that where my knowledge and my understanding is what you should be following, and that's the thing. That's it. Anyone who says what your thoughts on and need to find a new hobby other than investing. Anyone who says what's your thoughts on. I think you misunderstand. I'm just curious if we share the same comments. Oh, you mean in that level? I've dropped a few in look, what I will say is that I will give you, there'll be a time where you'll see some people in the program have seen my holdings. You show us your air bunker instead, bed frame. It's not a bed frame. It's a banister, all right? In November, Jesus. In November, thank you so much for the repost, man. It means a lot. You guys are absolutely incredible reposting and doing this kind of thing. So in November, I should be getting my my studio done. So it's going to look very, very different. I'm going to have like the lights. I'm going to do this with the camera. You're going to see how terrible I look and all that kind of stuff. All that jazz. All right. Anyway, on that side. All right, cool. Now, that we've seen veChain. If you got veChain, check this out. It's really, really important. I put the link into the chat. Also, if you want to check, there's also links everywhere else you guys can look at it as well. But make sure you're well informed and know exactly what you're doing, and that's what's key. You're beautiful. Oh, thank you. There's a song, right? Isn't that a song? Anyway, you're bullish or bearish right now. I am cautious right now. Cautiously bullish. How about that? Cautiously bullish. I always thought it was a bed frame. It ain't a bed frame. Where do you think I'm asleep? What, in the cupboard? What? Do you think I open the cupboard and go, yeah, I'm going to sleep in there? No. People have seen my house, by the way. What this room looks like is nothing like what my house looks like. That's all I'm going to say. Nothing. Anyway, I'm not going to say it. I don't give too much information. You think we can drop to 3.8k ETH before September? So what are the chances? $3.8, possible. There's no look. It's not saying that it's out of the realm of reality. It's not. I mean, I put my first target at the 4.294 and it hit it absolutely perfectly. 3.8, I don't see it getting to 3.8. I don't see it getting 4, maybe if if the Powell does a dirty on us. I just bought some XRP. It was a good idea. Why did you buy XRP out of curiosity? Is that your ballet bar on the back? Yeah. It's how I do my plie. I don't know what a plie is, but my niece does ballet, and I was there at one of the I don't know, course. I don't know what you're talking about, training. I don't know, whatever. And she kept saying plie, and they were doing something. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Will this be a Seldon News event on the 17th? Could be. I don't think it'll be a Seldon News event. All of it depends on what the big man Powell is going to say. All of it. If we do drop to 4K, Binance will make a ton of dollars. Okay, possibly. Binance makes a ton of dollars anyway, man. If you want, look, if there's anything, yes, I really like your videos on the market. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to do that more often. I have been full-blown crypto degening, doing a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, thank you so much to say I'm spawn. Doing a whole bunch of stuff that is wild is the best way to put it. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening in the background, which I can't talk about right now. Well, when the time has come, you guys are going to regret that you're not being a fat cat. That's all I'm going to say. because I have the chance to, I could have put it into something else, but I want to bring it into this project because you guys have all been there, and I want to give you guys something amazing. Do you mentor? I try not to. I mentor in the way that I describe, and I record all of the things I talk about. All of this stuff is live. I don't change anything. Like, of all the people that you can watch, all of this stuff I do not change, right? I do not change any of the stuff. That it's all recorded. You can see it, so you can learn by what I say. Do you think Powell's going to give some major cautions causing market to flip? It could be. I think, look, I want everyone to really understand this. Powell is only cutting because jobs are in fear at the moment. Their remit, their job, his job is to balance inflation and at the same time keep unemployment and job creation buoyant. Right? Unemployment low, job creation buoyant. The only reason why he's cutting now, and he hasn't cut throughout this whole period because inflation was still there, right, is because employment was buoyant and unemployment was low. Now he is cutting right now because he's like, there are going to be riots on the streets. Because the problem with the difference between the two, and I want everyone to understand this, is that inflation is silent. You don't really feel the effects of inflation until it's too late. You all know it. You go to the supermarket and you go, why is a mango $15 when it was like 3 years ago, 2 or 3? Do you understand what I mean? Like, that factor is what inflation is. And I'll tell you this now, right? And this is the thing that I want everyone to understand, is that rate cuts are going to be inflationary. It will cause inflation. And the factor, what everyone needs to understand, and if you watch my videos, you need to tick the bell, because TikTok has a new thing now where if you once say, I don't want to watch this video anymore, you'll never see my videos again. It's weird. I don't know why they do it, right? If inflation starts to tick up on a more aggressive level and doesn't settle out, doesn't find a ceiling, that right now that will be problematic. Then this understanding of 3 rate cuts will not happen. This is the problem. Right now, if the Fed gives a dovish speech, it will be pumped to the end of the year. I'm just giving you guys a cautionary effect. More importantly, if you had been here from the beginning, I've shown you that the SPX looks like it's going to be pumping for another 5 years. Right, so we are a lot of time. I think we'll be a bit cautious, causing the market to dip a little bit and then up. I've said that from the beginning. I mean, like, my thesis has not changed at all. I've said this from the beginning. The only time is that we front ran it a little bit in September when things went up a bit too heated and it pulled back quite aggressively, and I thought it could potentially pull back a bit more, but that 21-day EMA on the 5-day time period held perfectly. This is nearing the end of the bull cycle. I don't know if I would call that. I don't think so, because what you need to understand is there is a mental type of understanding that, December means the end of the year, so the end of the cycle. I wouldn't say that. Because what I will say to you now is that next year, and remember this is going to be recorded, right? I want everyone to remember this, because I think someone else has gone live and they're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Let's go and talk to the guy with the Lambo, right? Is this. Next year is going to be the year of the stable coin. Mark my words. Next year is going to be the year of the stable coin. And if you think that this current environment is going to be buoyant and selective for a run, I promise you, when stable coins start to really ramp up, when you start seeing your local supermarket come out with a stable coin, you will then see the liquidity in this market. I want you to really understand that. George Foreman, I've told you about how the liquidity is going to be happening. Nothing's going on with Fat Cat. It is just a CoinGecko problem. They are the thing. I'm telling you guys this now. It's very, very important. If you want to see where the future is stable coins. I've said it several times. Stable coins have to be backed by the dollar. The best way to back it by the dollar without actually suffering inflationary issues is to buy US debt. Tether is the 16th largest holder of US debt in the world. That's in line, and I want everyone to really understand this, right? That's in line with countries. If you look on the list, the other 15 are countries. Are we getting what we're talking about, right? Like World Liberty Finance. You're getting it. Finally, you're getting it. Don't look at World Liberty Finance. World Liberty Finance was a liquidity extraction event. To do what? To do what? Explain this to me. Why would they extract liquidity when they've also come out with a stable coin that they'll need to buy US debt with? What the USA is doing is taking US debt away from foreign entities and bringing it into US entities, which will be stable coins. So you think, what line is stable coins going to be built on? Ethereum. Why do you think they think Ethereum is going to get to $15,000? Why are they thinking that the market cap is going to be on par, possibly surpass Bitcoin? Why do you think this? Why do you think this? Why do you think they're going so heavy on that? You just have to read the Genius Act. You just need to read the Genius Act. They can't give yield on stable coins. So every single thing that you could possibly imagine that can work around stable coins, that can get yield, that can lend, that can do a whole bunch of stuff around it. And on top of that, all other things that have a real world asset, an RWA, right, are all going to be massive. They're all going to be massive. I want everyone to really understand about that. Do you have the right address for Fat Cat? Look, I'll put it on the screen. If you want to see where Fat Cat is, I'll put the... you can go here. This is the contract address. I'll put it on the tube. I can't put it on here. TikTok doesn't allow me to, right? I'll put it here if anyone wants to know what the right one is. Oop, that's not it. What is going on? There we go. That's not it either. Why? I'll put the website so you guys can see it there. If you go to the website, you'll be able to see. Why are you not working, Brev? Right, that's that. Okay, and then I'll try and copy this. Why are you... Put it on here as well so you can actually see the contact address. It's up 6% at the moment though. I will also say that to you guys as well. There you go. That's the contract address as well. Now, that's the thing you guys need to understand. Penda will do really well in the future. Mr. T, you're getting it. You're getting it. RWAs are going to be massive. You see that, man, I did a video about it. Again, TikTok doesn't push it out to you guys, right? Because they don't push it out to you guys because for some reason there's some weird thing going on because someone was attacking my channel. It doesn't push it out, these things. So you guys have to physically come to my channel and like and comment on my videos to see all the other ones that come out straight away, right? But what I will say to you, and I need this to understand what's going on, is that when stable coins really start showing their head and you get real world assets, for example, Nasdaq, all right, went to the SEC to tokenize securities. Do you guys understand how unbelievable that is? Like, that is That's next level thing. And more importantly, right, they bought $50 million worth of shares from Gemini, a trading platform where you can trade tokenized assets and stake. Look, please, guys, understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, I grabbed the rental car. Maybe I can't read the rest of it, bro. I don't know what you just. What? Maybe flexible, so fingers crossed. What? Anyway, that's the situation. Like, that's where we are, right? This is the thing that you guys need to understand. Why do you think they're looking to staking? Because what they're going to do is they're going to get some form of tokenized asset that they're going to use stable coins for, and then stake it on the platform to earn a yield, because stable coins cannot give you a interest, because that's the only way that they got it past the genie's past. I keep saying it. I say it over and over and over again, and until it happens, everyone else is going to be talking about it, and then no one is going to be saying it that way. The total decline was checking into the market conditions. Sorry, you totaled your car, man. Shit, are you okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but wow, are you okay? Zukari, I'm so sorry, man. I hope everyone's okay. Car crashes are terrible, man. They're the scariest things, honestly. You just, like, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everyone's okay. But yeah, that's the situation. That's the thing I want everyone to understand. Yes, I'm okay, I promise. Okay, good. I'm glad. Need to stake to gain interest on assets. You're getting it. You need to also get returns from tokenized assets. I'm telling you now, it is the thing that's next year is RWAs, it's and stable coins. I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt, that's going to be the thing. You guys all forget 3 of the major legislations that create the framework for stable coins and access into this market have been passed. You guys are all so primed for what's next, what's the next bullish news, and are not willing to understand that eventually all of these things are going to become mainstream. And when they become mainstream, when your grandma earns stablecoin points on their shopping, that's when you know things are going to go crazy. The amount of liquidity in the US market is going to be crazy. They're going to be paying back their debt. They're going to have excess amount of liquidity. Rate cuts are going to be going. Tariffs are going to be bringing income if it's not seen to be illegal. All of the stuff that's going to be happening is going to create an economic environment where, I'll tell you this, and I'll leave you on this note. Nowhere in the world will want to put their money other than the USA. I don't care that China and India and Russia are all becoming best friends. I don't care, because I don't want to put my money in their stock market. Are you nuts? You have to be nuts. You can't stake stable coins. You don't get it, because that's earning a yield. But you'll be able to buy something that can stake it. I wonder what that will be. I wonder what assets you can buy with that stable coin that can give you a yield. Think of it that way. You sound optimistic. What changed? What? You know, wait, Todd, who are you, man? Why is everyone making me? I've been saying this over and over and for years now. I've been saying it for years now. Jesus. Honestly. Years. Honestly. Anyway, that's it, right? I want everyone to understand that. I hope that was a good show. I hope you guys got the levels and understanding what's going on. You see what's going on, literally years. So this doesn't mean no bear market next year. No, there will be some form of no, I don't think next year is going to be a bull market. I don't think so. I think we might get some level of a pullback possibly into the first 2 weeks of January, maybe going into May, maybe, but then it's going to be insanity. I really don't see this, like, this understanding of, we're going to be going through bull and bear runs and this and the other. I'm wholeheartedly thinking that as long as the S&P 500, because you need to understand this, right? This is the thing you guys don't understand. We've been growing in the S&P 500 in a liquidity environment where there is no liquidity. I think there's going to be a gentle rise in news. That's what I think. If we break the key level that we see here, if we break this key level of the 117,000 level, 117.4, potentially all the way up to the 18,000, because that's a midweek strategy that I like to use, we could potentially run up to that. But we're going into a weekend and we've pumped on a Friday. Sunday's going to be interesting. I'll leave you with that. Sunday might be a pullback. That's all I'm going to say. How much leverage do you use when you... I don't... Look, 2 to 3x is what I use. 5 is if I'm feeling very, very optimistic on the direction it's going. Anything above that is pure betting. And if you want to learn absolute real insanity, go talk to Marcus. He's the one that will take the maximum level of leverage that a exchange will give you. If an exchange is giving you 1,000,000%, that's where you find Marcus. He likes to live. He likes to if he ain't 300xing his money on a 0.5% move, he ain't living. that he ain't living. But you need to be as experienced as him, man. He's very good, and he's also a really awesome guy as well, right? So if you ever want to follow or chat to him, he's a really cool guy. All right, guys, look, please look at Bitcoin now. Okay. I'm gonna be heading off now. I've gone off over a little bit too much, but I want to give you guys as much information as possible. I hope you enjoyed this live. I hope things were going when you come on next. I'm gonna try and do one tomorrow as well, because I haven't been able to do a lot this week. I usually do Monday to Friday 7:30 on TikTok and various other channels, and everything is recorded. Also, make sure you check out this as well. I put most of the main up-to-date news on the X, so you guys can join. That's a double underscore, by the way, not a single one. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Can you show us your screen? Just don't even go there, man. Don't even go there. All right, don't even go there. All right, bye. Oh man. All right, guys, thank you so much. A follow, a like, put the bell icon on as well, so you guys can understand and be here when these things happen. You guys are incredible. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do anything I'm doing right here without you guys. Love, connection, all that kind of stuff. And I will catch you all later.